Well, I guess I hit the record button, so there's nowhere to go but up. Because if you don't move and do something, you're just gonna end up going down, staying down, and you don't want to stay down to be a clown. So I'll stay up and be a yoka, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Fuck. So I was watching earlier. Looks like there's something wrong with Canadian butter now. Just doesn't cook the same. And there's been this change in dietary supplements or something. I wonder if that's good for the butter. But who knows, eh? Maybe if Canadian farmers don't want to produce good product, maybe we can drop the fucking tariffs so the Canadians can get. Depends. Maybe the Americans are doing the same thing to their food, eh? I wonder if your guys' butter's doing weird shit too. Maybe we should find out first. That was a news broadcast. Not somebody just saying it. I should have shared it on my community tab, I guess. But I'm so tired of hearing about this Mitch Snow thing. Like, can we just start asking fucking questions? Like, why can't they just go to them? Mitch Snow guy said that he was there for 7 fucking hours. They held him there for 7 fucking hours. He gave the name of the officer who finally fucking let him go. Can't we go ask that guy? Like, hey, bud, hey, Mr. Officer, you're supposed to be for your country, not your fucking government, bud. If there was a secret meeting with fucking Erica Kirk and the security team for fucking Charlie to be with God, you have to fucking tell the world the truth. This is what we have to tell these people, but no. Well, hey, I know you're not used to using common sense, but that would certainly clear things up, wouldn't it? I don't know what the officer's name is, but Candace has it on her show. Get help with what, Kurt? What is with you, Kurt? I really gotta ask myself, bud. You're holding on to Upchurch for a reason. There's something going on. Like I never understood the whole Dagburn thing. No, you need mental health help, bud. People should know enough not to be your fucking friend, bud. You've shown all over the and I don't get her. I don't get her, bud. But you've shown all over the internet you are not to be trusted. Substance abuse. You don't want to be lying, bud. What substances am I abusing? Hey? What would you like to tell the people that Carl is hooked on? Hey? I'd say I'm hooked on God, bud. And in order to be hooked on God, you got to be hooked on the truth. Do you think Donald Trump could change the world right now because Miss Macron, she just got some cyberbullying? Some people got charged in France for cyberbullying, saying that their queen was a dude. Can we get this answered? Hey? Because if it's true, if she has a ding-a-ling dang ding-a-long ling long or has, that means your government's involved, buddy. She might be part of the MK Ultra thing. You know what I mean? That thing Candace was talking about. Because Bridget was here for the moon landing and shit. You know what I mean? Your president tried to silence Candace. Why? Candace says he had paperwork knowing about this. That was the Mar-a-Lago rush. Remember, I told you guys about the Iranian paperwork. I didn't know about the. I don't know how she knows about that, but I can prove what I say because it's on video and it's done, unless it's AI. This was done a while back. But Carl, I'm praying for you, bud. Darky, I'm praying for you. No, I'm not. I can't pray for you. There's nothing I can do for you, Darky. See, I'm not really here to tell you about the elites. I'm trying to here to let you know why your brains are all fucked up. But it's the regular humanoids that aren't good in the world, bud. You would fucking betray each other for nothing. If the truth could hurt you, you'd bury that truth so fucking hard. That's who humanity is, but I'm not here to fucking. Those elites are just idiots. They got you fucking. Hey, remember how I showed you? Remember how I showed you Epstein's chalkboard? I got that straight from fucking what's his nuts there. You know what you're talking about, don't you? Fuck, I can't remember his name. He died for the truth, he says, anyways. But on Epstein's chalkboard, his real chalkboard, bud, talks about danked brains. End result they want danked brains. So I'm telling you, brother, they've been danking your brain. I tell you all the time. George Soros is part of it, but you're taking his perceptions on. And well, I don't know. Fuck, they got you good. Here, look at this. I'm telling you. I'm going to show you something else. I know this isn't a legit. So we're going to take this dude's word, okay? That he looked up the website and looked this up. Okay, ready? I've noticed something extremely disturbing in the past few weeks. I know everybody's talking about this situation with Venezuela, how the U.S. military went in and took this president of this country captive. Everybody's talking about this stuff. I saw a post on the White House where the president put up a picture of himself and it said FAFO, F around and find out. Everybody's all talking about this stuff. And what I'm wondering is how is it that we're going to invade another country and take the president captive and bring him up on charges for some drug boats when there ain't been one single person that's been held accountable or prosecuted on this Epstein list? Right after all these files were supposedly released, most of them were redacted, and there ain't been one person prosecuted. There's a lot of names on this list of people who are still involved in government, who still sit in seats of authority. And I noticed that recently there was a directive signed and released on the whitehouse.gov website that says we're going to win the race to 6G. So I went in and I started researching this thing, and I noticed something very interesting that was said on this directive. It said that the purpose was to adopt technology that would support things like AI, robotics, and implantable technologies. And I thought, implantable technologies? Like something that you would implant into your skin? Implantable technologies. 6G. Now, I heard Donald Trump himself say, we're 6G in her, boys. This 6G thing, she's all about implanting shit, danking your brains. Him and Epstein were friends for 10 years. They might have learned a thing or two from each other. I'm telling you guys. And like he said, not one person's went down for that Epstein file. Who's the worst guy? Who's been told to me the worst guy was? They know he was horrible. Stephen Hawking. For crying out loud, this is the world we live in. How in the world was Stephen Hawking the biggest predator that ever walked on Epstein Island? But you might want to ask yourselves, what was Epstein always doing with with physics? Hey? What was he doing? Did he want his genos going all over the world? Was he trying to do some geno shit too? That Epstein, eh? Little Epstein's everywhere, eh? Part of everybody's genetics. Oh man. I don't know. Tampon Tim is dropping out of the race in Minnesota. Wow, come on. I mean, it's all just I mean, any man who wants to mutilate children and we have them the leader of our state, that state's not doing good with God, I don't think. You know what I mean? Like, how stupid can Americans be? Like, that's just especially Christians. Like, that's just ridiculous. Any religion, any religion who tells you to mutilate children or that puberty blockers are a good idea or whatever, instead of letting them, you know, let them have their brains fully function before they make big decisions like that. You know what I mean? Is Minnesota an enabling state? It's a refugee state, isn't it? Isn't that where AD's from? No wonder. Look at the cast of spells that have been putting on AD living in Minnesota. But yeah, you heard that right from his lips. He went on the website. Check her out. What are they implanting? What's the most important thing that they need on this earth? Hey, it's your brain. It's your brain. You don't get her. So I see now America trying to justify what it's doing in Venezuela. So not only are you guys getting rid of all the drugs, you're now liberating Venezuela. And I'm not saying I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know if Maduro is a dictator or any of that, but you guys are liberating Venezuela. Did you guys ever see Libya after you guys liberated it? Did you guys ever take a look at the before and after of liberation of Libya? Oh man. Oh, those Clinton. Can you imagine? I'm just saying, hey, if Billy was on Epstein's island and hanging it, well, when do we believe Kevin Spacey? I feel like Kevin Spacey should be a reliable man, right? He wins court cases like crazy, but some of the people just can never show up to court, though. You know what I mean? They don't like themselves after accusing Kevin. Can't live with themselves that they've tried to harm such an honorable man. But Info Warrior, what are you saying? Carl, I've accepted this world is going to hell in a handbasket, and we can't change it. So all we can do is make the best of it until we meet Jesus. Okay, Info Warrior. I don't know what you're over here for. Why are you over here? This is not my take on things. Jesus lives inside of you, Info Warrior, and it's your duty if you're going to be with Jesus. Go pick up your cross, buddy, and don't tell me what a wimp you are and how tell me how impossible it is because Jesus told me, bud, you can conquer it all. And Jesus said, hey, the things I have done, Info Warrior, you can do and you can even do better. This is just a start. I think we could all come together, but no, you want to play the Jesus that's handed to Christianity. I get her, bud. I get why it's easier that way, right? She's already died for your sins. It's a blood covenant. It's a sacrifice. God sacrificed his son. I think humans came up with that because humans sacrificed his son. They're the ones that had the free will. God never said, "Hey, humanoids, go throw my son up on the cross." No, it was Satan who did that. Remember, Jesus was warning you guys all, "Hey, my father is currently not the father of this world because you guys always pick Satan. Why?" Moses gave you guys some rules. On those rules. Hey, and well, Satan gave you guys books and rules on top of my father's rules to make it all complicated for you. Oh, what do you got it for? Even Jesus said that Satan rules the world. And if we want to live, we accept Jesus as our savior. Hey, bud, are you listening to Paul or are you listening to Jesus? Was Jesus saying, believe in me, but you also have to believe in you? Like when that girl grabbed his garment, did he say, I did that or you did that? That was your belief that that. I can't do things unless you believe in me. Remember how when he went to his hometown and he couldn't do any or refused or whatever, didn't want to do any party tricks? You know what I mean? Hey? And what could he do when people believed in him? Hey? Oh, what's his name? When he said, hey, you can do it from right here. I believe you. I know you can do it. I've seen you do shit. I know. I believe in you. I know you can do it right here, right now. And Jesus even said, hey, all of my people, and this is a Gentile, and this dude believes in me way more than anybody else does. Let her be done. If you really believe, hey, was that Jesus in full warrior, or would you like to go back to Paul? Oh, I'm covered by the glory of what? The glory of what? But then again, you're smashed as a Christian, told me you're worthless and weak and garbage. And well, you tell yourself that, that's what you'll be. You know what I mean? I'm just a worthless sinner. And by the grace of God, let me know where that logic even makes sense to go with God. But what the logic I bring you, if you have to go through the truth and know your reality and face your reality, because, hey, bud, she's hell on earth if you take a look. But if you want the kingdom like Jesus says, you gotta pick up your cross like he did. I don't know what to tell you guys. Don't come over with me with that weak Jesus shit, okay? I don't buy it. He told me you guys are much more powerful than you guys play to be. You know what I mean? You guys are just playing with Satan. That's all. Deep down inside, you guys are powerful. And that's why George Soros and Bill Gates and Donald Trump are so powerful right now. Klaus Schwab, I want you to go look at that guy. And I want you to know he's one of the masterminds on top of your minds, making you not mind what you should mind. Telling you you're worthless and weak and you can't make the change. You're just a little humanoid. Okay. It's that being inside of you, that one that Jesus talked about. You need to become complete. Be the human being. Hey, Turkey. Carl, stop spreading your lies, bud. What lies? What lies did I just tell? Turkey, what lies, bud? Do you read that Bible later? Well, yeah, I even read some Bible verses sometimes. Here, let's go here because this is good stuff here. I'm going to show you. Okay. I don't know what these are called. I call them synopses. Okay. So in here, it gives you like little titles like spirit, soul, and body. And then it'll give you like some of the references and some of the verses. Cause here we got All right, standing with God, the force of righteousness, joint heirs with Jesus. But here we can go right into spirit, soul, and body. Okay. Let's read some of that. Genesis 1:26 and 27. Created in God's image, in God's class, in God's likeness. That's pretty intriguing stuff, eh? Man is spirit to be the associate and companion of the deity. So God says, or Jesus said, hey, the Father lives inside of you. So you got to have the spirit of truth, your real truth of who you really are, and you can't fight it. And that's what being with Jesus is all about. Accepting and facing the truth. You know what I mean? And standing up for what's right. Does Jesus want you to know that there's elite pedophiles running and rocking your world and you just let them get away with it? Hey, well, but apparently we do, right? That's just what we do. No one has been fucking investigated, really. I'd like to know if Bill Gates was ever even interviewed for the Epstein. What about Clinton? What about Kevin Spacey? Right? But anyways, and then it says Ezekiel 36, 26 and 27, a new spirit, hidden man of the heart. 2 Corinthians 4:16, inward man renewed day by day. Now, you guys remember, we've looked over this. I can't remember where it is because I don't know my Bible the way a Christian would. Thank goodness, inward, inward. We all think that way, right? We got to go inward. We got to go inward. No, but I think there's like Jesus points it out in here. We got to go in here and have a brand new way of thinking. You know what I mean? And you got to think that there's a world of possibilities. Kind of like, you know how Jesus says the mind of a child? You know that? Hey, Info Warrior, am I wrong anywhere? Please let me know. But is inward going into your mind? Or is that, what do you think? Because I can pull up scriptures where it'll tell you, bud. Go ahead, Cashville. Give me a question, bud, but I'm going to continue right now and we'll go to your question. Okay. Now it says the soul of man. Spirit and soul are two different things. Okay. Romans 12:1-2. The old man is dead and reborn. Okay. And a new man is alive. Let him be alive by renewing the mind with the word. Renewing the mind with the word. Now, here's where you guys get really confused because you guys all think the Bible is the word. No, boys, your Bible will tell you that the word is Jesus, and Jesus is the truth and the way. Do you get her? Do you guys get her? This might be hard for you guys, but we're gonna get her sooner or later, right? If they're gonna brainwash you guys, I'm gonna I'm gonna try and brainwash you so you think for yourselves. You're gonna keep coming over here. I'll keep trying to work on you guys. Without a renewed mind, your body will argue with you, your body and bind your spirit. Oh, do something with your mind. Don't die to self. Self has been reborn. Renew your mind. Crucify your flesh. You guys like this stuff? Okay, we'll go on here. Okay, because I don't know. I think it's in here. I'm just reading it for you guys. Okay, it's not painting the picture that Paul paints, but Alright. So now we got the body of man, okay? We got the body of man in Romans 7:18. No good thing in the flesh. Well, there is, because God is there. I don't trust this Roman stuff. I know sometimes, but maybe I'm wrong. I have an open mind, the mind of a child. I can a little more research. But hey, present your body to God as a sacrifice. Your body is not yourself. You are a spirit. You have a soul. You live in a body. So therefore, you're supposed to give your body to God. So if you're going to give your body to God, you have to give your body over to the truth, right? Because that's the spirit that you have to be in with the renewed mind. Hey, are we following along, people? Check your flesh means deny your flesh of worldly things. Deny your flesh of fucking not standing up for the right shit. That's what you're doing, boys. I don't know what to tell you. Cashville wants to know why I'm so gay. No, Cashville, I'm not gay. It's that you want me gay, and that's probably makes you gay. I don't know, boy. Why do you want me gay so bad? Like, it's disturbing how much all of you boys want me gay, no matter how much I tell you I'm not. You know what I mean? And then you want to pick on my kid for being gay. Like, what's wrong with you people? I don't know. None of you is who you say you are, anyways, right? Cashville, Cashville. But I got bad feelings for you. Not bad feelings towards you. I feel so sorry for you. And that's why I have bad feelings about you. There's something inside of me that feels there's something gross about you and that you have things to worry about. It's just a feeling, okay? It doesn't make it real, Cashville. Yes, secret safe with us there, bud. Listen, Info warrior, I don't know what to tell you, but I want you to come to Jesus. That's all I want. I don't like making fun of her, but hey, we gotta do her. You gotta admit, your country just fucking bit the big one as far as being with God, right? With this whole Venezuela thing. You're gonna take their oil and their rare earths and their lithium and put a Machado in there, right? Just oh gosh, that how could you fucking deny a Nobel Peace Prize winning woman? Hey, fuck, it's almost a perfect picture. You liberate, you like America, like Donald Trump. He's eliminated the trucks coming over, right? He's liberated Venezuela, and they're gonna have one of the greatest human beings that ever lived. Because those Nobel Peace Prizes, they don't get handed out like candy. Because if they did, Donald Trump would not. But don't worry. Hey, guys, he may not have won that one. But Honolulu gives out their own version of the Peace Prize. And no one outside of Honolulu has ever won that prize. But now that there's a super president in charge that's willing to give them 8 million for their fight, like he's willing to take all of his taxpayer money. Or maybe it's tariff money. You guys pay that too, okay? And hand her on over to Ollie. And then if Warrior, what are we gonna do now? Now that we probably got an 80-20 split 80-20 with fucking Machado, right? So what do we gotta do now? Well, what your news would be telling you is Iran needs to be fucking liberated now. And all right. So Iran needs to be liberated now. I'm seeing her all over the news. They're tired of their government ever since the war, ever since the US came in and things are not economically good. And now, okay, okay. So, and Han Ali is hot. They're hot on Iran. I ran so far away. I couldn't get away. Iran just can't get away from fucking Han Ali. Now I've been like I posted it before. They were trying to build it up because well, they're gonna have a good story like they do with Venezuela. They'll make sure they look like super duper heroes because Iran's trying to go nuclear again. Yes, stay back. They're trying to go nuclear again. They're gonna have to do things. But that humanitarian from Honolulu there, Benjamin Netanyahu. Well, Honolulu sent a secret message. It wasn't secret, but they tried helping Iran with water because they want to show Iran how much they love them. That's not really showing them how much they love them, but they want to show America. Look at what we're trying to do over here. We want to work with these people. But there's one thing to worry about because they want to fix the water over there, right? Like this is a real deal. Okay. Okay. So we're talking about the water. Honolulu wants to help Iran with the water. Okay. There's water problems in Iran. Okay. It's what I get. Okay. I didn't look too deep into it. I saw Netanyahu send the message to the Iranian. Okay. Guys, about to go check her out. But one thing that you do need to be worried about when you guys are, taking your tax dollars and bombing the fuck out of Iran, watch where you bomb. Okay. Just watch, watch, watch. Because I watched a program where some guy was on there saying, hey, if this gets hit, it's going to be bad. It could take out the whole water for the Middle East. So they might want to watch what they're doing. But you guys being the precision strikers that you are, I'm quite sure nothing could ever fuck up, could it? Oh man. So yeah. Yeah. And Kamala Harris, remember, she warned us. She is smarter than she looks, Johnny Ringo. She told us the future is not oil. It'll be the water. And good thing you guys got Venezuela because it's got some of the freshest water. You know what I mean? It's got all sorts of resources and great stuff for you guys. But guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Because you guys know Iran has oil too, right? They have oil. Oh, Exxon, Exxon, Exxon. Gonna get my Exxon. Hey, there's a great big gold deposit too that they found there. Try gold. Johnny Ringo, your country is failing, bud. Your leaders are dragging you to hell. Listen, you are not allowed to take Greenland and justify it by saying it's for your safety. When they provide you this land for a fucking space force, they give you whatever you want, but that's not good enough. You want it all, and you want all of its resources because it benefits you, and that makes it okay. Okay. Like this is the world we live in. You guys are fucking retarded. I don't know what else to tell you. Johnny, come on, Johnny. Don't you want a better brain? Give up the dankness, bud. Don't let Epstein hold on to the dank. But George Soros is danked her too, bud. You know what I mean? Let's take some of these retards out of your brain, okay? So you can own and operate it yourself and understand that elite pedos ruling your world is not a good idea. Right, bud? I don't like to think that Bill Gates is a total turd and against the world, bud. But there's a reason he owns all that farmland. And what the fuck would he want it for? Really? Wouldn't you wanna fucking live your life if you had that much money? Wouldn't you just wanna leave farming to the farmers? But no, him and China, they gotta own all the farmland, eh? And we've talked about that before, Johnny. That just makes us retarded for selling our land to another country. You'd have to admit, eh? Oh, shouldn't happen, but it does. We trained their military over here in Canada. We had Chinese police for crying out loud. I don't know if they're still here or not, but it was a thing. Haven't looked into it for a while, but not that there was Chinese police officers. No, they were strictly fucking for China, okay? So, then again, we let we let Chinese people break into our biolabs, our most elaborate biolabs. Somehow, Chinese can hack in, and nothing really happens out of it. But you know what I mean. Speaking of biolabs, like Uncle Will asked one day, he's like, "Do you even know how this war started, Carl?" And I was like, "Well, apparently you don't think that I do, but it was NATO encroachment and a bunch of other shit." You know what I mean? It was the Azov battalion running around town there too, being a bunch of asses. It also had a lot to do with America. Had a bunch of biolabs in there. And when Putin tried to say that there was a bunch of biolabs in Ukraine, well, America, of course, said, "Bullshit. That's not true. You're lying on us, Putin." And well, turns out you can go say Victoria Nuland, bioweapon labs. You got some in Ukraine. Why? Why do you have biolabs in Ukraine? Why is America trying to create diseases that hurt people? Sounds pretty fucking stupid, doesn't it? But hey, maybe the most in Fauci's pardon, eh? Pardon me. That's another brilliant move on fucking like I'm not supposed to think Fauci's guilty. You guys fucking pardoned him when apparently he didn't do anything. Like fuck off. You know what I mean? It's like Joe Biden doesn't go down for fucking treason because he manipulated Mark Zuckerberg to fucking train your guys' brain, dank it all up, and not let you have the information you should have had. That's coming from the lips of Mark Zuckerberg, not Carl Smith. Okay? He told you guys. And Donald Trump didn't even punish him. Instead, he gave him a new handler. Here, hire Dana. Bill Ants. Mr. Smith, go get some help. Looks like, what do I need help with? What did I say that was just a lie or out of this world? What are your thoughts on Bill Gates? Do you think he was on Epstein Island? Do you think that people who touch children should be running around on the streets, fucking being rich and powerful? Like, use your brain. But you don't have one. Johnny Ringo and Johnny Johnson. They're all about USA. Congratulations. You don't have to be over here because I haven't got anything good to say about the USA. Now, there's probably some good people there that want to not identify as Americans, would rather identify as a child of God because they know that their country's against God. Apparently, you guys missed the memo on everything I just said. Somehow I'm the retarded one. No, no, no. You guys break the commandments. You're the ones against God, not me. I try and point out where my government's all fucked up and where I'm willing to fucking prove that the system's a little fucking destroyed. And in fact, he'll try and destroy you if all you want is the truth. Okay? Be pretty hard for a fucking I think it's gonna be hard for a psychiatrist, eh? If I had to go mano a mano and we had to talk and I had to say, "Hey, bud, so you locked me up 5 times, right? For violence and suicide. So, can you explain to me where this violence and suicide was? Or is it good to get that on paper for some fucking reason? Hey, what got me to the point where you didn't think I was capable of handling my own brain and you needed to pop lithium in me? And in fact, you felt so strongly about it, you're going to take me to court. Captain Midnight. Well, I can't wait to see the evidence. Be fucking fantastic. Because you can think differently and be allowed to fucking be out on the streets. It doesn't fucking like if you're not a harm to anybody, should be fucking left alone. No, no, no. We'll see what that does to people's mental health, fucking getting dragged in and out of a fucking mental hospital saying you're violent and suicidal and not getting the answers or reasons to the violence and suicidal. Other than the first report where I came in to try and get help. I guess that's where the problem is. Once you go looking for help, they think you're a problem, maybe, or what? I don't know. Fucking weird. But in order to go into jail, you have to have evidence. In order to lock someone up in a mental hospital, you just gotta say it on paper. I'd say the system's a little messed up. But yeah, that's just me. But that's what happens when you see you're having a spiritual awakening and nobody will fucking listen to you. You're the crazy one. You're crazy. I think you're all crazy for fucking not being with God, being a fucking bunch of retards who won't want to face the fucking truth. Your country's a menace to the world. Like, wake up. So is mine. So is mine. My prime minister, you never know 100%. I give her a 95%. She's been penetrated by Klaus Schwab. Do you know how embarrassing it is to watch Klaus Schwab go, I penetrate the government in Canada? And they do our bidding in our work. It's almost illegal for me to do these videos. It's almost illegal for me to have my opinions and my thoughts. Because the thought police will come. Because you're not thinking right. You're not thinking the way we want you to think. We're not going to answer your questions. No, no, no. Captain Midnight, what are the chances of a satanic cabal, eh? Over there in France, running them up? What if your government's part of it, eh? Sounds pretty ridiculous, eh? Someone pretending to be a woman that's not, but came over to America, was part of a fucking thing, maybe. They get all upset when MK Ultra is mentioned. Candace pointed that out. They have a real problem with that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. These are all being brainwashed to be stupid. So you don't pay attention to what should be important. And the children is what should be important, but you guys have no idea about that, do you? You'd rather sit in your weakness, tell me there's something wrong with me, when you know damn well I haven't said a lie. So there it is. Let me know one. Let me know one. You're just uninformed douchebag, Carl. What was I uninformed on? What did I just say that was uninforming? Would you like me to continue what really makes you fucking people so stupid? And it should make me stupid for saying it because it's absolutely ridiculous that I think that it's true. But Barack Obama has no fucking paperwork to be an American. And I can prove that to you. You prove to me he does. Why don't you fucking do that? That one thing, because that would make America pretty fucking stupid. And you know who helped cause that? Donald Trump, because he started it and he told you guys to let it go. But meanwhile, there's no paperwork. So, hey, do they all use things against each other? Perhaps. Like, that's real. Ashley Biden's diary is real because Ashley Biden said it was real. And no one wants to investigate that neither. That's sick that Americans would just allow that man to keep being president with that diary out there. I'm not saying he did anything, but they sure did try to hide it. Eh? Why? Why would you hide something if there's nothing to hide? It's like the laptop. 52 FBI agents said that that laptop was not real and was Russian disinformation. And you guys probably never arrested a one of them because you're too fucking clueless or wrapped up in your stupidity to realize that that's treason. That's treason against your brains because they got you so danked up. Like, this is real. Noah Harari will tell you your brain, you're hackable. You're hackable. And you've been hacked. And they're gonna add 6G on top of it, so they make sure that there's nobody like me ready to fucking stand up to you guys and say, "Hey, you leaving this fight for your children because you keep going any longer?" Like, I don't I don't know. You're not even allowed to talk anymore. It's ridiculous. The trucker convoy, America. If you ever wanted to help somebody with their democracy, it wouldn't have fucking cost you a dime. All these truckers wanted was a conversation with their prime minister, and nobody would simply clearly just say that. This is what this is about. Want to have a conversation with our prime minister. Our prime minister is a big pussy and won't have a conversation because he doesn't want to figure out that he's wrong because he'll have to go against the WEF. He doesn't want to face the people because the WEF has to win, no matter at any cost. Any cost. An Emergencies Act, for fuck's sakes. Destroy people's lives over donating 20 bucks or whatever to a cause that they thought that was worthwhile to try and find out the truth before anybody else started sticking stuff into their bodies. But you guys went and pardoned that dude. You know what I mean? What I mean, man? Like I said, I pull up a video where he'll tell you he's a prophet. Him, Noah Harari, Bill Gates, they're all prophets. There's the little fucking pardon boy. Oh, Donald's going to deal with a pandemic like no one else has ever had to do. And there's Billy writing her out for you guys. Oh, there's a pandemic. I know. I'm going to invest all my money in this. Hey, George, you cover the news and all that shit. You make sure you get everybody swirling in the brain. Folks, how we doing the simulation? Well, simulation says we just need to control social medias. And Mark Zuckerberg, well, we'll make him dance our little dance because he'll just dance. He'll just dance because he's a pussy. He ain't for the world. You know what I mean? Hey, sorry, guys. This is real shit. I think you guys let me know where I'm delusional because you like to let me know where I'm delusional. I like to be delusional. Does Obama have paperwork to be an American? Does Joe Biden's daughter have a diary saying that Joe might have did bad things? Right? Those things real? They fake. Fake like Epstein files because it's a hoax. It's a hoax. What the fuck? The brain cells of America. It's just fucking. They can't put anything together. It's around the world, though. I don't mean to say Americans. I just mean dumb humanoids, ones who don't want a being. But then again, they're going to take your being and they're going to put it in a trap. Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. Like I said, how do you think Jesus is looking at this situation? This Nicki Minaj situation. America's Jesus. John Jones, Nicki Minaj, leading the way in spirituality today. How many of your faith leaders have to get caught touching children before you guys fucking wake up? Hey, watch who you're listening to because nobody can take you to Jesus. And that's what Jesus was trying to say. I live inside of you. Come have a special relationship. But we keep doing the same shit over and over and over again, eh? What else you guys want to talk about? 21 profile. Let's go here. Hey, before I show this, Like, have any of you guys went over and watched Mr. Buzz like I asked you to? Like, I just asked you guys to find out what you think. Just open up your brains. Let me know where I might be wrong. I'm not trying to tell you guys to do anything or do like it's up to you guys. Like I'm just but Mr. Buzz, he gets on my nerves because he tells everybody what to do and what they're supposed to have and stuff like that. Like this. He says this is demonic. And then it can cause demons in my house. It's a rosary. Well, maybe he gives them those meanings. But when I see this, it brings back memories of me and my wife in Mexico at the church where we bought it. Beautiful church, one of the most beautiful churches I ever been in. I mean, it was just a small one, but it was a cool church. And then that's always a reminder that that's what it's going to take to actually be with Jesus. You got to be willing for that. That's all it is. It's not an idol or something I bend down to, or it's just a reminder. Things only have the power that we give them. People like Mr. Buzz give way too much bullshit, way too much power. You know what I mean? That's definitely been Carl Bass. Only demon in that house is you there, bud. Johnny Johnson. OT, how you doing, bud? Okay. Darky, Jesus tells you he's inside of you too, bud. Like he does, right inside the Bible, but you just don't get her. You just don't read that part. You like Paul. Paul is not the word of God, and neither is the Bible, bud. It's what you guys miss. You guys are missing the point. They got you right screwed right from the very first word. They don't teach you guys what the word is. You guys are so trapped in words. Uh, have you read any or researched Phil Robertson, any Carl? No, not really, OT. I don't. That's up to Phil Rock. Why? I'd like, no, no, bud. No. I can see what you mean. I do look at a lot of people. Like Greg Locke, I think he's lost. He's not with Jesus. We need to help him. He's a deliverance minister too. I don't think he's doing good with God. He's a Han Ali guy. And while he's not, he's had a lot, he's had a few things. Yeah. Yeah. And I used to like him. See, I started off liking what he was saying, and then nah, I'm like, these deliverance ministers, if they had the power that they said they did, they should get because there was like a whole group of them at one time. It was Ivan Salvador and Greg Locke and Spicoli and not Spicoli. So I can't remember that dude's name, but they were all like, and I was like, hey, boys, why don't you guys go down and circle Bill Gates and say, let the truth enter you, Bill Gates. Let your lies out. And the only way to do that is to repent to the world. And we could get on TV and Bill Gates could melt down and roll around for a while. And then he could come up and he could be all good again and say, hey guys, that wasn't me. I did a lot of gross shit. You know what I mean? They could save the world, these deliverance ministers, but they don't do it. It's like all these people who are healing people and fucking hospitals could use you guys. You know what I mean? Why don't you guys go stand out in the fucking ORs and shit and the in like in the emergency areas? Help people with the little stuff first. Gain your powers so you can move on in the hospital. Do it free of charge. Show the real Jesus. You got these powers for free, so now you're gonna share them for free. Okay. I'd like to think that people aren't lying and they can do the things that they say they do. But I don't know. I've never been a fan, OT. Joel Osteen, I've always been a little, not always, but as time went on, I'm like, "Ugh." Then when they found that $1,000,000 in the bathroom, eh? Oh, yeah, that's ours. We wondered where that went. You gotta go, "Hey, what's going on in that church, eh? What's with that beautiful smile?" Because, hey, man, if I was a human and I wanted to be comforted, I'm definitely going to check out Joel Osteen. It's everything's just gonna be alright. I don't have to stand up to my own fright. And those are the people I believe are sending people to hell, you know what I mean? Tell them to be weak and pathetic because they are, because they're trained in their brains to think that they're weak and pathetic, but at the same time telling them, "Hey, you're covered. Jesus died for your sins. Whatever you do, just give it to Jesus." That sounds like the dumbest religion ever, right? Some people's past that align with your can show different options of how your life could have turned out. Well, OT, yeah, probably. I don't care about how my life could have turned out. My life turned out the way that it is. You know what I mean? And if I don't like the way she's going and I don't like the way the pedal protectors are running her, it's my job and my duty to just stand up and ask what the truth is. You know what I mean? And if I'm the idiot in the situation, then I need to handle my idiocy and humble myself and say, "Oh my goodness, what was I doing?" You know what I mean? Oh man. Not saying it's bad or anything, Carl. I'm just thinking out loud. No, but that's a good thing. Thinking. I said, yeah, maybe. I'm giving you other shit too. OT, we're spread now, right? People can take two different thoughts there, you know. And I'm just letting you know how I kind of think. I don't like. You like to use the past to create a better present. That way, the future is better. You know what I mean? But yeah, we can always look back and how things could have been and how it could have changed you as a person. And but all we can do is look back and learn from those things now, right? And say, hey, I want to change as a person and use those things and figure out why we got to the where we are. Because really, we've been brainwashed and hood swoggled forever. Like Jesus said, Satan's running this place. So we've been tricked and fooled for a long time. You know what I mean? The devil's had his way where men were ruling shit and made women feel less than. And now he's got the women acting all fools. And you know what I mean? It's we need to figure out what's true. You know what I mean? And how we do that is by coming together. You know what I mean? I'm not even asking people to come to Jesus. I'm asking people to come to the truth. You know what I mean? OT, that's the most important thing. If there's God and a logos, right? It makes sense that you would have to want to live your life in the truth and treat others as you would want to be treated, right? And knowing that you have the power to do whatever you want to do unless you're not hurting anybody, right? But don't let anybody take your power away from you neither. And don't try and use your power to overpower anybody else. If you feel the need to try and overpower somebody, then you should probably not have them in your life. If you need for that person to change something desperately and they won't do it, you shouldn't have them in your life if that is essential for your mental well-being. Okay. I'm telling you guys, your mental health is the most important thing in the whole wide world. And we need to start taking care of it because we're brutalizing ourselves, Johnny Ringo. That's what we're doing. We're destroying ourselves. Look at you fucking retards. You would rather do this fucking shit and come together and fucking have a conversation because you're just fucking dumb. But I'll tell you, when you find out how my brain has been fucking brutalized and what you have to live through sometimes because people want to overpower you. I live in a complete fucking nightmare. Complete fucking nightmare that if I try and get out of, they might make it a worse nightmare. My favorite part about nature is birds and bees because they play a most vital role. Unfortunately, they're under constant attack from mere solar panels or inhumane EMF levels with no. Well, Odin, I I've been seeing a lot of videos with dead birds. Like, and they're trying to make sense of it. Like it's normal. Like I'm not talking like there's birds all over the freaking. I've seen a few videos like that. I don't know what to do in that or if it's natural, but it just didn't look fucking natural to me, but elating and insight. Enough dogs and children who never smoked have died from cancer. You two figure out the reason EMF bad canopies are made and respected sleeping bunkers. RFK Jr. talked about cell phone and Wi Fi radiation, failed to mention anything important. Well, Odin, um, this is why I'm concerned about America. I think it's a bunch of sexual deviants. Rumors out on the streets is that RFK Jr. is a sexual deviant and controlled by Hanali. And well, would it be hard to figure out what RFK's handler would be if he has a handler? It'd probably be Rabbi Shmuley, Rabbi Buttplug. That's his name by choice, not mine. Okay. So yeah, he was against Ozempic, and now he's all for it. Him and Dr. Oz. The Divided States of Elon. Well, Odin, like, did you know he's got a Dyson sphere around the earth? I don't trust Elon. And how did he just become the fucking highest paid man, the richest man? Like, even Donald says Tesla stocks should be down. They're not going to be building the cars that they thought because they want gas. Hey, so it's the robots, our bosom buddies, our bosom buddies. Okay. And with our bosom buddies being so much smarter than us, we'll have to go get the chip in the brain. But then who's in control, eh? But then again, maybe we get to live in the Matrix forever. Elon and Peter Thiel and Samantha's fucking dream castle for us. I hope you guys enjoy that fucking ride, eh? I ain't being part of her, bud. I ain't going down with the brain chip. I ain't got much time left, I don't think, anyways. If I'm being honest, but hey, everybody's equal unless it's sports or singing, and everyone cares the same. Wow. I don't know. I don't know why another human would think that they're more specialer than another human, unless they've been programmed to think that they're more specialer to be than another human. You know what I mean? Like these cockamamie stories of fucking we're God's chosen people. We're God's chosen people. No, we're God's chosen people. No, we're the only spiritual ones. We're way more spiritual than you. God made us the spiritual. If you're fighting over if you're God's chosen people and you're not fighting to be with God and for God, then you're not part of God's chosen people. If you're more worried about staking your claim than fucking showing it, I'm sorry to tell you guys, you've been hoodwinked. You've been brought into a bad religion. Let's get out of religion. Let's fucking, I don't know, maybe not wrong. What do you guys think? Do you think God has a special preference on all these people? That'd be kind of a twisted God, eh? Let's make one flavor better than the other. Let's get them fighting over it. And the one race can be more superior than the other. Oh, fuck. In case you can't afford to die properly, a Hindu couldn't survive in the Sahara Desert without trees for cremation. Therefore, regardless of religious belief, there's a geographical region for burial types. Well, I don't know about that stuff, but I don't I don't get into too many specifics. Like if you want to be with God, it's about simplification. You know what I mean? It gets to the truth. It's the only thing you want. It really it's about shedding shit. You know what I mean? Lies. It's the Matrix. The Matrix, the code of the Matrix is all lies. It's just nobody wants to try and uncode the lies because we'd have to get the liars to tell the truth. Like Donald Trump. Donald Trump, you little bitch. What's the truth? Did Marconi ever have a wiener there or what? Come on, ask for a DNA test. Let's put Candace in her place. Let's not have Miss Marcron bullied anymore because of fucking Candace. Or let's not have them bully Candace if they're trying to hide something. They're trying to play hide the wiener. Hey? Fuck, like, it's not hard. It's not rocket science. Us as the world should be able to say, are you guys satanic? Please do a DNA test. It's not that hard. Carl, have you done any research today? No, well, no, none at all, buddy. I'm the idiot here. You're good with God. You can go to another channel. You're doing swell, buddy. We don't need each other, Will. You have me inside of you, okay? Not the way you want, but there's a chunk of me in you. Because there's a chunk of Jesus in me, and you don't get her, do you, bud? You don't know what true power is because you ain't got the brain power. You ain't got the brain power. George Soros took your brain and fried it again. He danked it. How do you feel about Epstein danking your brain? Well, keeping you down, man. Keeping you away from Jesus, Will. Because you have no will, Will. Come on, Will. Get your will. And you get your will through you, Will. And where's your will, Will? It's in Jesus, Will. Come on, Willie. You don't have to be a bottom feeder your whole life. Let's step up and be a man, buddy. Let's fight together, Will. Not against one another. You don't have to fight with me, bud, but you should want to fucking find out the truth. You know, go on your own little mission. Fucking steal my ideas. Run around. Try and find out if I am an idiot, bud. Right here, right now, Uncle Will. Does Obama have a paperwork to be an American? Does he? Does he? Does he? Does he? Fuzzy? Does he? Carl is angry because Will speaks the truth. Well, me and Will are both going to have to face God and we're going to find out what the fucking truth is. Hey, Will, what have you said about me, pumpkin? Is that true? Is that all true, Willard? What have I said about you, Will? Is that true? Is it all true? Well, I say it's true and I give you reasons and you won't show me where you're not. So, yeah, you're a paddle protector, bud. Don't have to be over here. If you don't want to hear it, you don't have to take it on. If you don't feel that you're a paddle protector, you don't have to take it on, bud. But I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to have some little weak coward who doesn't want to stand up for anything tell me what the fuck to do and tell me I'm mentally fucking ill or I haven't done my fucking research. Because you're going to do some research in your fucking brain, Will. If you ever want to come to God, bud, you got to come to the truth first. Bud, you said some nasty fucking shit about me, and I imagine I'm not the only person you ever ran around trying to fucking destroy over lies. You got fucking real shit to say about me, bud? Go ahead all fucking day long. Let me know. Bring the fucking truth, dude. But you ain't got no truth. Because you ain't got Jesus. And I've been fucking warning you for a long time. I'm spiritually gifted, you dumb motherfucker, and you can't see it. Because you don't want to believe it. Because if you believe it, you'd have to change. And you don't want to change. because you're sick in the fucking head. Unbelievable, Will. When you find out things about fucking what I've been trying to talk to you about, it might blow your fucking mind. And I would never want those things for other people. Holy smokes. The way you people treat each other mentally is fucking disgusting. It's gross, and that's what I'm here to show you. It's not just the elites that are the problem, it's you because you allow them to be the problem. Because you don't want to use your own brains and you want to stay stupid. But yet you know you're stupid. Deep down inside, you know you're stupid and you won't come to it. Why not? Why not? Are you paid to be stupid? What are you getting out of this, Will? What is worth sacrificing your soul for? What is worth it? Willard! Willard! You gotta go out, Willard! I'm telling you, boy. Telling you, boy. Get this shit together.